Is Disneyland ripping off its customers' money? Disneyland is touching the sky with success, and that's for a reason: their marketing strategies. There is no way a layperson could understand how Disneyland is ripping off their money. But no need to worry, because in this video, we'll talk about how Disneyland is ripping off its customers' money. To know each bit of it, keep watching. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Let's dig in. Many individuals are unaware of and ought to be, which is why Disney promotes its packages. So when they have a significant discount package, or anything like that, and buy a package, or when they combine their hotel room tickets, and sometimes even eat, they bundle all of that together, which is very obnoxious when they do free dining. What should one do when they advertise a 6-night, 7-day stay with this package? But if you click on that tiny print, you'll notice that the least number of days you have to stay to book this package is just 2 or 3 nights. So Disney is making a major effort. If you don't want to or can't stay 6 nights, you may purchase the same offer or package for fewer nights, which equals less money, something Disney would never tell you. If you don't want the complete package and only want a lower accommodation rate or something similar, you may go to the special offers section on the Disney World website. It is a very little link way down at the bottom and says special offers. And it will list for you hotel discounts, military discounts, pass holder discounts, and stuff like that they'll never publicly market in a commercial that they're accessible. It would help if you certainly looked at those unique offers. That's something Disney might not tell you about, but it can save you a lot of money. Disney tries to encourage you to spend more or lure you into spending more money by exiting through a gift shop where you may buy items and park products. So that's another trick they try to manipulate you into spending a little more than you intended. So, how can this be avoided? First, you should absolutely plan your budget ahead of time. Make a budget for your children so they know how much they can spend at the park. Or if they're very little, they could only be able to grab one thing. You must ensure that this is the only thing they desire. So just think about it, because those gift stores may be quite appealing. Therefore, plan and ensure you've got your finances in place so they're not as alluring as Disney wants them to be. Following that are the bounce back offerings. This does not always happen, but Disney may occasionally put a bounce back deal in your hotel room. When you stay there, you can get a specific discount on your future Walt Disney World trip if you book before this vacation ends. It's generally better than the current discounts that are being provided. So the greatest catch here is that you have to plan the vacation before you leave Disney World. So now they're expecting you had such a great time that you can't wait to go again. So you book, even if you weren't planning on going to Disney World again. These don't always appear, so don't count on them. But they may be useful if you scheduled another Disney World holiday and you receive that fantastic deal. That's terrific, but be careful if you don't intend to return to Disney World immediately. This is one strategy that really rips at your emotions, because you wouldn't want to go back to the office. You wouldn't want to go back to normality, and you want to go back to Disney World either. You should book that bounce back right now. Of course, that bounce back is not guaranteed. If you schedule a vacation, you can always cancel it. You're not really committed. Then there's another smart strategy to rip off their customers' money. Have you heard of annual passes and the Disney Vacation Club being sold at an equal pace? They want to profit from our adoration of Disney and lock us in for 50 years of visiting the Disney property or for the year's annual pass, which ensures that you can go into the parks any day you want for the following year. So you pay those annual dues using DVC. You've already committed to doing that for the next 50 years, since Disney no longer has to market to you simply to get you to the park. Disney spends a lot of time promoting its DVC, so you will vacation at Disney World and spend your money at Disney World rather than other holiday spots. Nevertheless, at the very least, If you use your DVC points for vacations and other destinations, Disney will still have your money for those DVC points. The secret is that they trap you in after you make that decision. Now comes the psychological premise that your actions frequently dictate your beliefs, rather than your beliefs determining your actions. So if you buy DVC, it fools your mind into believing, of course that's what I want to do for the next 50 years. So it's a really effective marketing technique that Disney is employing, which is why they sell DVC as rapidly as they do an annual pass. Limited time food and goods are quite popular for merchandise location stores, shops, and restaurants worldwide. If you have that limited time food and merchandise, your brain will fool you into thinking, "Oh man, I've got to have this right now," or "I'm not going to have the chance." Disney produces a large amount of food and items for many holidays, special occasions, and celebrations. Once you know the EPCOT 35 merchandise certain Mickey birthday gear, and because you can only purchase these things for a very limited time, and they frequently sell out, you have less time to determine if it's something you need or desire. So they're quite excellent at promoting impulse purchases, and many of these goods are collectors with a large fan following. If Disney is absolutely pushing these hotcakes, just keep that budget in mind. There's no harm in standing in line for that popcorn bucket. That's okay. Just ensure this is something you want and it's worth your money. Now, another marketing strategy that Disney uses is keeping you on site. They obviously want you on their property as much as possible, since you will be spending more money on food, accommodation, park tickets, and gifts. As a result, staying on site at Disney World appears to be the logical decision. You gain additional benefits like 60-day Fast Pass instead of a 30-day Fast Pass, more magic hours, and free transportation across the parks. You don't have to stress about mobility or your car, since they've introduced a parking tax for resort visitors staying overnight to encourage people not to use their cars, which means they'll stay on Disney property. They're not going to leave the property to dine somewhere cheaper or visit another park like Universal or SeaWorld. And you have room delivery, so whatever you buy on site can be sent directly back to your room. You wouldn't have to worry about carting it around, which is a marketing stunt to persuade you to purchase more because you wouldn't have to carry it around. Disney does many things to make you stay on the property or stay in their hotels as they claim it's much better, and you'll have a fantastic time. There's even grocery delivery through Walt Disney World too, so you wouldn't want to go off-site to purchase your groceries. Many of these tips boil down to planning ahead of time. If taking an on-site Disney actual trip works for you, that's fantastic. However, if you don't want to save money by staying off-site or eating off-site more frequently, where things are less expensive or cheaper, you must know that Disney has put all these perks in place to keep you on the property, to retain you from leaving Disneyland. So, what do you think? Is Disney being smart, or was it all too obvious, and still people decide to act uncertain? Comment below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.